Warning, some of the information might be inaccurate or outdated, so for the sake of paleo media, do not find some of the facts completely accurate. This video will also trigger people who worship awesome road YouTubers. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another video of Megatheropods. So I'm sure you all saw the first video of Megatheropods, and how we discussed about some megatheropods and then the 5 largest. Well, this time we are going to be talking about more megatheropods and then some big theropods which are not megatheropods. So let's get started. First we start with Carnotaurus, Tyrannosaurus, meaning Gelatine salt lake lizard. This animal has a mass of 2.5 to 6 tons, lengths of 11 meters, and heights of 3.3 meters. Its family. Well, some people have said that it's possibly a Neovenataurid, an Allosauroid, a Coelosaur, or a Megalosauroid. I'm not really sure about the Coelosaur because it looks more of an Allosauroid. I'd say like an Allosaurid instead of a Neovenataurid. Still, it's an amazing animal. Next, we have Sauroniops pachytolus, meaning Eye of Sauron. This amazing animal has a mass of 6 tons, measurements of 11 to 12 meters, and it stood 3.7 meters tall. This is one of my favorite Carnotaurus, which, as you already know, it's part of Allosaurus. Next we have Tarbosaurus batar, meaning alarming lizard. Some people have gave a mass of 5.1 tons for an average Tarbosaurus, length of 12 meters, and some people have said that Tarbosaurus stood 3.5 meters tall. Obviously, this is a Tyrannosaurid, which is the largest family of Tyrannosauria. Like its North American cousin, which is the largest Tyrannosaurid, or Tyrannosauroid, the Tyrannosaurus rex. The Tarbosaurus also had a bunch of disrespect with some films, including documentaries and movies. Yeah, so now Tarbosaurus now knows what Tyrannosaurus has to suffer. You guys have no idea how nightmarish these films are. They're as bad as the ones that Tyrannosaurus is in. But, hey, at least there's prehistoric planets. Because that's beyond good. And it's a good example for the Tarbosaurus. Anyways, we then go to Suchomimus tenerensis, meaning crocodile mimic. Some people gave estimates of 3.8 tons to 5 tons, and gave measurements of 9.5 to 11 meters, and some people have said that it's 3.2 meters tall. Not surprisingly, this is a member of Spinosauridae, which is part of Megalosauria. Next we have Baharisaurus ingens, meaning Bahari lizard. This animal has an estimate of 5 or 6 tons, lengths of 11 to 12 meters, and stood 3.4 meters tall. Now, the family is unknown, because some people have said that it's a Coelosaur, some people said that it's a Neovenataurid, an Allosauroid. Some people have even said that it was a Megaraptorid. Like, I've been doing a lot of research, and all I saw was a Megaraptorid, a Coelosaur, theropod and all that crap. And honestly, I don't know which is which. I don't know which one is right. Like, I keep hearing, like, I keep seeing this stuff on websites where there's accuracy. So I will definitely allow some confused screaming. Next we have Torvosaurus teneri, which I already said, meaning savage lizard, and I already said how I prefer a better name because dinosaurs are animals, not bloodthirsty monsters. And yes, there are more than one Torvosaurus. This animal has an estimate of 5.2 tons. It measures 11.47 meters long. What else? It was given heights of 2.7 meters. And obviously, it's a megalosaurid, which is part of Megalosauroidea. Next, we have Spinosaurinae indet, which is spine lizard. Because, like, the Spinosaurus thing and all that. Some people have said that this animal weighs 7.1 to 7.8 tons. Some people gave measurements of 13.3 meters. And some people have said that it's 5 meters tall. Obviously, this is a Spinosaurid, which is part of Megalosauroidea. I'm saying this a million times already. Now, some people said that the Spinosaurinae is another species of the Spinosaurus. Some people said that it was the species of the Spinosaurus from Morocco. I'm not talking about Egypticus because that's the Spinosaurus from Egypt. Some people then keep saying that it's like, I don't know, a new species instead of the one from Morocco. I forgot the species name from Morocco, just so you know. Yeah, I've also been doing research on this, and I didn't know which is which. So we can still have some more confused screaming and all that. Now, here are some big theropods that aren't megatheropods. Let's get started. Obviously, Allosaurus fragilis, meaning different lizard, is not a megatheropod. I've heard some people say this. Instead, the Allosaurus had a mass of 2.5 tons in average. It measured 7.9 meters long, stood 2.5 meters tall, and as you can see, it's an Allosaurid, which is part of Allosauroidea, and obviously, like I said before, having your family named after you doesn't mean you're the largest, because there's a much larger Allosaurid than Allosaurus, and Giganotosaurus is the largest Allosauroid. There has been some theories of Allosaurus, and one of these theories is the hatchet bite. This is where the Allosaurus would lift its head upwards, and then it would swing down like a battle axe, which would cause serious wounds to the victim, which could lead to blood loss. I mean, this is an efficient method if the Allosaurus wanted to commit self-harm and probably, like, make itself starve to death. because then it wouldn't eat. This is because the teeth of Allosaurus and Allosauroids, their teeth aren't designed to withstand much. Instead, their teeth are very weak. They're long and thin. Definitely not designed to crush bone. Instead, the Allosaurus would bite and slash its victims with its long and sharp teeth and its claws, which could then lead to blood loss. This is the same thing with Allosauroids and all that. I'm sorry to say this if you guys thought about this, but Allosaurus would not do that unless it wanted to commit self-harm. I'm sorry, Planet Dinosaur. You still did a good job on the Allosaurus. I really liked it. I really liked it. Next we have Tyrannosaurus shanuensis, meaning lizard from the H1, with a mass of 3.4 tons, lengths of 8 to 11 meters, 8 to 11 meters, sorry, and height of 2.3 meters. Some people have thought that the Tyrannosaurus is an Allosauroid, but it's not. Instead, it belongs to the Megatheropods family, and Megatheropods is part of Allosauridia. Next, we have Pictonemosaurus nevesi, meaning dense forest lizard. This animal had a mass of 3.6 tons, measurements of 9 meters, and heights of 2.2 meters. This is the largest abelosaurid, or we could say abelosauroid, and still it wasn't big enough to be a megatheropod, as you can see with the mass. Next we have Spinosaurus theropods, meaning frightful lizard. This animal had a mass of 3 tons, length of 9.1 meters, and it stood 3.2 meters tall. Its family is obviously Tyrannosauridae, which is Tyrannosauroidea. Well, part of Tyrannosauroidea. Some people have said that the Spinosaurus is a direct ancestor of Tyrannosaurus. Well, it is quite true. There is some appearances that look similar with Tyrannosaurus and Spinosaurus as they evolve, but Taurosis isn't really the main part of this entire direct ancestor of Tyrannosaurus thing. Instead, most of the credit goes to a new species of Spinosaurus, which was discovered last year with the name Spinosaurus wilsoni. As you can see, there is some of the head shape of this incredible animal, with those horn thingies, which I don't know what to call, and the much taller eye sockets, which had been shown on older and younger Tyrannosaurus. This species of Spinosaurus had become this type of species of Spinosaurus, which deserved the name missing link of Tyrannosaurus evolution. So is Spinosaurus the direct ancestor of Tyrannosaurus? Thanks to Wilsoni, it's quite likely. Next we have Baryonyx walkeri, meaning heavy claw. This animal weighed 2 tons, measured 7.5 to 10 meters long, and stood 2.3 meters tall. As you can already tell, it's a spinosaurid, which is part of Megatheropods. And the thing with Allosaurids and Spinosaurids living together, it wasn't just on Africa. It actually happened in Europe as well, with Baryonyx living alongside Neovenator. Some people have said that the Baryonyx was barely carnivorous or not carnivorous at all. Despite this new fossil find, well, it's not really new, it was a while ago, where we have a fossil of a young iguanodon, which had bite marks, which, if I am to be correct, belonged to a Baryonyx. I'm guessing this could have been because of the dry season. But I mean, should we... Can we even call Baryonyx carnivorous at all? Well, yes, but actually, no. Next we have Carnotaurus sastre, meaning meat-eating bull. We are going to have this animal as our last theropod that we're going to be talking about in this video. So, let's wrap it all up. This animal weighed 2.1 tons. 2.1 tons. I didn't say that very clear. Sorry about that. It had measurements of 7.5 to 8 meters long, and it stood 2.5 to 3 meters tall. Some of you have said that it was the largest Allosaurus, or Allosaurus, but no. It was actually the second largest, being dwarfed by Tyrannosaurus, which we already talked about. Like other famous animals, the Carnotaurus had a bunch of love. My voice just broke there. Oh my god. So yes, the Carnotaurus had some love back when it was first on screen. Well, actually, no, not first on screen, but we saw it on Dinosaur, where it was so loved. It was the villain of the movie, but I wouldn't really say villain because the animal was just living its life. I'll probably explain that stuff in a later video. But I mean, the person who made the movie definitely loved the Carnotaurus. But then, over the years, Carnotaurus, like Tarbosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, and other famous animals from the prehistoric world, they have gotten some serious disrespect, like getting these designs... Oops, wait, that's not the right one. Oh, wait, right, that is. Pronated wrists. I think Terra Nova. Just so you know, I planned all this out. So yeah, some people have said that the not Tarbosaurus, the Carnotaurus was quite inaccurate in Terra Nova. Honestly, I did not really like the design. It looked quite inaccurate. Or is that from Dinosaur? Some people just told me about this picture and how they've been explaining to me how it was about Terra Nova. But now that I see it, it looks like it came from Dinosaur. Oh well. So yes, there has been some monstrosities like this. Oh, there we go. But still, this really, really, really gets on my nerves. And yeah, you can all scream in horror. Because this is nowhere close to being a Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus got a lot of disrespect in that year. Also, in Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom, where we met the Carnotaurus, sure, it wasn't the worst design. I mean, I kinda like it. But obviously, every time the Carnotaurus is shown, well, not always, but every time we see it just getting clapped by the Tyrannosaurus for the entire movie. I don't understand it. Why is it now being a punching bag? But then, last year, someone actually cared about the Carnotaurus. And guess who that was? David Attenborough and his crew, who obviously made Prehistoric Planet. With the animal having such an amazing scene. I really wish we saw them for the second season. Who knows? We might see it on the third season. Well, if there is a third season. Alright, and that's the end of my Megatheropod video. Well, second Megatheropod video. Man, I'm so bad at this. Alright, that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.